Hey guys, welcome back to my video. Thanks for watching, much appreciated. Um, Today what we're going to do is we are going to take, uh, as promised, our portfolio site from last week, and we are going to put it up live on the internet for free. And well, actually today I got to apologize. I don't, something happened with the file, and I didn't have time to get it from GitHub, so I'm going to just use a generic boilerplate of a React app. I'm just going to create it real fast with npx, and then we're going to take that uh, boilerplate for React, and we're going to put that live on the internet. We're going to deploy that React app to a full-fledged app on the internet that anybody can visit. It's going to give you a URL, although the URL that you're going to get is going to be a little funky, but I'm also going to show you how to point a purchased domain name to our React app. Okay, you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, so we're going to use Netlify. Perhaps you've heard of it. It's a nice service, and it basically allows you to host files on the internet up to a certain amount. Obviously, if you have 10,000 users in a month, it's going to charge you. But for our purposes, for our portfolio, where we get probably less than a thousand visitors a month, it's more than sufficient. There's a lot of services that they offer besides just hosting the website for free. There's also uh, uh, you can have a form where you check your email here, stuff like that. There's obviously a free tier, which we're going to use, and then there's also paid options, which the options are a little bit more advanced. Um, so this is what they mean when they say a workflow. It just takes you through a process in order to get a task done. So and powerful oh, sorry guys, powerful serverless platform to build, deploy, and collaborate on web apps. So it's a really, really cool thing, and it's free, obviously up to a certain point. Uh, so that's what we're going to be using. The other thing we're going to be using is something called namecheap.com. This will come into play a little bit later in the video, but we're just going to use this to have a domain name and point it to our Netlify URL. Okay, so if it's your first time joining us, I appreciate it. This is Basic Coding with Adam, and I like to take uh, key aspects of web development and software engineering and break them down to a simple and easy to understand um, method for beginners. So if that sounds good, please consider subscribing. And also, if you find this video helpful, please leave it a like. I would appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. Or if you have any requests for any future videos of what you'd like to see, please feel free. In fact, this video now and the video I did previously where we built portfolio site was a request from one of my subscribers. So definitely take them into account. So, okay, so first thing we need to do is actually you should probably, just to be safe, which I imagine you probably have one. If not, go ahead and create one as a GitHub account, right? You sign in, it's just like an email, and then you get a file, excuse me, an account, and you get, oh, I can't find mine. Anyway, and you can upload your uh, all your files to this, and you store them in repositories, and there you go. Okay. Now you don't necessarily need a GitHub account to use Netlify, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you don't want to mess with GitHub, that's fine. You could still deploy your app to Netlify. One thing we are going to need is, and what makes things very, very easy even easier than before is to install the Netlify CLI. Now, for this, you're going to need Node Package Manager, which comes with Node, and that's Node.js. You get that from nodejs.org. Download it, install it, and then you're going to go to you're going to go to your terminal. In fact, I'm going to open one now, and you're going to do, once you have Node installed, you can check that by going node dash dash version. I'm on Windows, and you should get a number. If you get an error, then it's not installed, and you have to either reinstall it or install it. And then you can do this npm I netlify -cli, which I already have installed, but uh, whichever. Actually, I'm just going to cancel that, I think. Yeah, because I already have it installed, so it's going to install. In fact, let's netlify -cli dash version. It's not, should be. What the heck is it? Oops. Netlify CLI. Okay. Anyway, I have it. Trust me, it's in there. So first off, let me do this real quick. I am going to npx create dash react dash app. I'm going to call this test app. I'm going to put it into actually, let me do this the easy way. I'm going to make a directory, call it test app. Oh, all right, I already have that. Test react dash app cd test react app to go into that folder. And I'm going to do npx create dash react dash app and a period to put it in this folder. Okay. Okay, now that we have that all set up, actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to test it out just to make sure everything's cool. I'm gonna run it on my local machine here in my dev environment and just make sure that it should be, but just to make sure that everything's running, everything looks okay with the React app. It should, just to make sure. Should. Just takes a second there, guys. Just takes a second. Bear with me. Appreciate your patience. Uh, so I hope everybody's had a good week this week. It's Friday here. Friday at 7 p.m. And this is what I'm doing with my time. Creating stuff for you guys because I enjoy it, and I hope that you enjoy it as well. If you do, let me know in the comments below, please. I would certainly appreciate reading that, and I definitely respond and give your comment a heart because I most definitely appreciate it. Anybody that takes the time to watch my video, uh, you know, I definitely appreciate it. Okay, here we are. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Going to turn into an old man by the time this gets loaded here. Uh, Currently, I'm drinking coffee out of a mug with the Aikido symbol on it, which is the martial art that I also study. Okay, so here we go. So there's our React app, um, and everything's all good with that. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to go back here. To tell you the truth, guys, we're not even going to go into like VS Code or anything. You don't have to. There's no need to. I'm going to Control C to stop this. Like I said, we're not even going to open it. Okay, so now, so we have our React app, whether you're using my portfolio boilerplate or, whatever your React app is. Now, keep in mind, this Netlify, you can't deploy a full stack app. This has to only be a front end app. You know, it's not gonna process a Node or Express server or PHP or anything like that, or certainly not Java or C Sharp or anything like that. This is strictly just for front end stuff. You could create straight up HTML, CSS, and vanilla JavaScript, or you can do React or Angular, things like that, Vue. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to build out our app, our React app. Now this is standard React practice. So we're going to do npm run build, and React is going to build our app from our files. Now, of course, we haven't, this particular app, I haven't done anything to. It's just a standard React boilerplate. But, with your app, it's going to take all your components, all your CSS, all your JSX, all that business, all your state, and it's going to compile it. It's going to bundle it using Webpack. Yeah, I think. Okay, that was fast. So now I forget what the command is. Now I forget what the look at the list is. Anyway, if you looked in the file, it would say there would now be a build folder in addition to your public and your source folder. Okay. So now let's get started with deploying to Netlify. First, we want to do now Netlify. We want to do Netlify login because we want to log in. Because remember, we're not actually even using GitHub here. This is even easier. If I will say that if you have just a standard like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript website, you do have to use GitHub. The Netlify CLI, I believe, only works with React. Okay, so I'm already logged in. Okay, so I'm already logged in, but when you type in Netlify login, it will bring up your browser and it will have you log in through the Netlify website. Okay, simple as that, and then you're good. Now, guess what, guys? This is where it gets difficult. Okay, so buckle in. All right, you ready? Here's how we deploy. Netlify deploy -- prod for production. Good. Did you mean deploy? Yes. I can't even spell the darn thing right. Yes. Okay. Let's try that again. Sorry, guys. I really built that up and then I failed. Netlify deploy -- production. Okay. It's processing, doing whatever magic Netlify has created for us. Here we go. It's going. So that basically that's it, guys. One line of code. If you do just Netlify deploy, it will create it in a sort of dev environment and it won't make it live. So just do -- just use the flag -- prod for production and it will make it live straight away. All right, so I just hit the down arrow to create and configure a new site. Yes. Let me zoom in here for you guys, sorry, so you can see a little better. This folder isn't linked to a site, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so just hit enter. Site name, you don't have to. Okay, now this is one important thing. Please, please, please don't miss this. Publish directory. You want to do that build folder that we created when we ran npm run build, because that's where Netlify is going to look to publish your app. And there we go. It's done. Okay. Excuse me. Let's go back. Sorry. You should be logged in here, I think. No, whatever. Log in. I'm going to log in my GitHub here. This is your dashboard, by the way, when you sign up. Sites. And as you can see, I did it already. But right here, here's our new site. And they give you this weird URL, but that's just the way it is. But we're going to take care of that in a little bit. As you can see, published 7:15 a few seconds ago. So you just click on this. Here's the dashboard for that particular site. Here's the URL. And there you go. There's our site, live on the internet. Simple as that, guys. I'm not kidding. It's great. Okay, so now like I said, you can make changes to your React app in your dev environment on your local machine with VS Code or whatever. Then go back to your terminal and do Netlify deploy production. I'm not going to get into that, but that's how you would redeploy it. There is another way for it to automatically re-upload, but this should be good enough to get you guys started. All right, so let's go to Namecheap. I'm going to log in, and I'm not actually going to do this because I don't have any spare. Um, Give me a second while I give them their stupid thing here. Hang on a sec. Uh, Hang on, guys. They always do this. I should have done this before. Anyway, 7C13, just to log in. Now, so what you want to do is you go here, you search a name for your domain, you buy it. You're going to have to buy it. It's like a couple bucks depending on what you want. You could spend a lot. Here, this is my portfolio site if you want to check it out. It's what we created last week. So anyway, so you're going to come to your main dashboard. You're going to go to your, this is my other site, by the way, where I sell MERN stack boilerplates, adamdesign.digital, including Redux. This is my portfolio site. So you're going to go to manage on the URL that you want to change. Excuse me. And you're going to go over to advanced DNS. And you're going to add these two records. Okay. There might be one here. Just delete that. Like when you first sign up, there might be one here by default. Just delete that. You don't need it. And then add two new records. First one is the A record. Host is going to be the @ symbol. And this IP address 75.265, that's the IP address for Netlify. That's the generic IP address. Then you need to add a CNAME record, host www, and then the name of your site, that just this part, just this cranky mount. Yours will be something different. It'll be some weird random name, and that's what you put in here, .netlify.app. Okay, and then that's it. You save it. You hit the little green check button, and it might take a little bit to propagate, but I also know that Namecheap gives you a free SSL certificate. It's over here, and you just gotta, you know, instantiate it. But that's all in the documentation for Namecheap. Anyway, and as you can see, I have right here. See, this is my portfolio site. So I have it as, this is the actual name of it, .netlify.net.app. But if I go to adamfelchetta.com, this is my website, right? That's it, and this is the one we created last week. All right, I believe that's it, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. It's a short video. As you can see, it's easy as hell, and like I said, it's free to deploy a React app. So you can create any React app you want, for your portfolio, or make it your portfolio yourself. You can make, I don't know what the limit is here for Netlify on how many websites you can have, but it's quite a few. So go for it. Create app. You can create a weather app. You can create uh, a latitude and longitude app, and just put it all up here and show your skills on your portfolio site. Even if you're not working as a developer or software engineer right now, you can just create as many React apps as you want. And it's always great because on your portfolio, you can have a live demo and it looks real. You don't have to buy domain names for all of them. It doesn't matter. You just create a button and it says live demo, and then it takes them to that site, right? And that's it. Guys, if you have any questions, leave them below. If you found this video helpful in any way, please like it and also consider subscribing because I do videos like this every week where I run through basic processes for beginner web developers and software engineers. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And take care of yourself and each other. And bye.